You laugh at the wrong moments, not because it's funny, but because silence would expose too much. When something hurts you, a comment, a rejection, a memory, your first reaction isn't anger or sadness. It's a joke, a smile, a light remark that says you're fine. Most people never question it. They laugh with you, they move on, and the moment passes. But inside, something doesn't. Because laughter, in moments of pain, is rarely joy. It's protection. This video isn't about humor. It's about why your nervous system learned that laughing was safer than feeling. So you adapted. You learned that if you make it funny, it becomes acceptable. If you joke about it, it doesn't scare anyone. If you laugh first, no one can laugh at you. Psychologically, this is called defensive humor. It's a coping mechanism where emotional pain is transformed into something socially digestible. But here's the part no one tells you. Every coping mechanism solves one problem, and quietly creates another. When you laugh instead of feeling, you don't release the emotion. You suspend it. The body still registers the hurt. The nervous system still activates. But the mind steps in and says, "Don't go there, turn it into a joke." Over time, this becomes automatic. You don't even feel the urge to cry or get angry anymore. The laugh arrives first, fast, polished, practiced. And people start to associate you with being easygoing, strong, emotionally mature. But what they're really seeing is emotional containment, not resolution. So humor became a social survival tool. Many people who laugh when it hurts grew up in environments where emotions were inconvenient. Where sadness made adults uncomfortable. Where anger caused consequences. Where vulnerability didn't feel safe. It allowed you to stay connected without being exposed, to be liked without being seen, to be present without being vulnerable. And that's where the pattern deepens. Because once pain becomes a punchline, it stops being something you're allowed to take seriously. You minimize your own experiences. You downplay what affected you. You start telling your story the way others want to hear it, lighter, shorter, less intense. And slowly, you lose access to the full weight of what you feel. This is why people who joke about their pain often struggle with emotional intimacy. Not because they don't want closeness, but because closeness requires staying with an emotion longer than a joke allows. Laughter ends the moment. Feeling requires staying. There's also a deeper fear underneath this behavior. If I stop laughing, what will come out instead? Anger? Grief? Need? For many people, laughter isn't covering pain. It's containing it. Because once you open that door, you're not sure you can close it again. So you keep things light. You keep moving. You keep joking. But the cost is subtle and cumulative. You start feeling unseen, even when surrounded by people. You feel misunderstood, even when people like you. Because no one is responding to the real emotion, they're responding to the performance. And over time, the performance becomes exhausting. There's a moment many people reach quietly, usually alone, where the laughter stops working. The jokes feel hollow. The smile feels heavy. And there's a sense of emotional backlog, years of feelings that were never fully processed. This doesn't mean humor is bad. Humor can be healing, but only when it comes after feeling, not instead of it. The shift begins when you notice the impulse, that moment when something hurts and you feel the joke forming. That's not weakness. That's awareness. And awareness is where choice returns. You don't need to become serious, you don't need to explain everything, you don't need to expose your pain to the world. Because laughing when it hurts once protected you, but it may no longer serve the person you are now. You're allowed to pause, you're allowed to feel without packaging it, you're allowed to let an emotion exist without making it acceptable. And here's the truth many people never hear. You don't lose your strength when you stop joking about your pain, you reclaim it. Because real resilience isn't about how well you hide what hurts, it's about knowing you can face it, without needing to turn it into something else. Sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is not laugh, and let the feeling finish what it started.